right. Roll for Narcissus. You can roll for a healing potion, which is 2d4 plus 2. Yeah.
Hey, 6.
All right. Anything else from Jimmy?
I'm going to run into the next room.
Okay.
Presuming there is no one in there.
All right. There's no one in there. Okay. A hobgoblin appears around the corner. Okay, shoot. Okay. The crossbow bolt passes straight through it. Another hobgoblin comes around the corner.
Twin brother.
And throws 4 darts at Barak. 1 hit. Another hit. Another hit. And a hit. One of those for which does a considerable amount more damage than the others.
Also, my rage has dropped because I didn't attack anything or get attacked last turn.
Right.
So.
Take 24 points of damage.
Yep, that's me on the floor.
Zane.
I am going to move out here. Bonus action hide. Come back here out and shoot the other one that I did not. The one that threw and attacked the kid, Barak.
Okay.
Natural 20 again.
Yes.
Jesus, you're on fire.
Well, yes, there's been a lot of crits so far in this combat.
So, 22 plus sneak attack. Another 12, so 34 damage.
It dies. What's next?
Just as my free action, I'd be saying, Narcissus, do you have any way to help Barak? I don't have any potions. That's my turn.
We're out of initiative now.
Oh, okay. Then I'd be searching Barak for potions.
Okay.
You find a single potion of healing.
I drop it down for it.
Roll for that potion, Barak.
Excellent. And I have a point of exhaustion now as well.
And I'll just tell the 2 that the others have gone up, and I will follow.
Okay.
I will ask Narcissus if she's okay. While I'm standing up. Yeah, good. Well, more fighting to be done, I'm sure. And I'll make my way into the next room.
Yeah, I will also limp my way into the next room.
You're actually quite healthy compared to the rest of us, Narcissus, at the moment. We're rolling.
I only have 6 health.
Yeah, better than me.
I got 5 bonus health as well. I'm really good.
Now, I just want to check the...
Oh, we did get 5 bonus health, didn't we?
I think Neris gave us a song of some kind.
Yeah.
Oh, is that still on?
If it hasn't been knocked off, yeah, should be.
Oh wow. Okay.
Sweet
Uh,
chili or something.
oh, 90 points.
Did we go through that whole thing not thinking about the 5 extra health?
Yeah, we did. It wouldn't have made any difference to your knockdown.
No, it wouldn't have made any difference to me.
So, Neris says you don't have those anymore.
No.
Barak, you don't either.
Yeah, I didn't have them even going into the session. I don't think, because I got beaten up last time at the very end.
I believe I still have them. I haven't wiped them off. I remember that we got it twice, I think, and the second one cancelled out my other one.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, only one source of 10 points at a time.
Yep.
All right. What's next?
Whoa, where are we? Describe this room again to us.
So it's a formal dining room. There's a table that seats 6 there. It's a long wooden table. There are sort of candelabra stands as opposed to torch sconces. A few of them are lit. There are some fairly ragged, tatty-looking tapestries hanging on the walls. There's a couple of doors. They're both closed.
Do a perception around the room. Is there any secret doors or?
So far as you can tell, there is nothing peculiar about this room.
I would move.
Room at the top, I reckon.
Very top. I'd probably check this one first, just to make sure.
Have a listen.
I assumed that was part of your general check.
Yes. Okay. Good.
So, yeah. So as I say, so far as you can tell, nothing peculiar about the rooms.
Then I would open this door quietly, just to my head in, not to step.
Okay.
Crack. Leading with my crossbow.
This is a large and well-appointed bedroom. There is a large rug on the floor. The bed is a big and quite comfortable-looking bed, although it looks like it has seen better days. And the room is, it's a bit dusty. There's a torch sconce in one corner, but it's unlit, and indeed the room is dark. And there is a chest in one corner.
I like to motion everyone to come up to me, but I would stop them from going into the room.
There you go.
So with dark vision, I can see all those.
You can see everything that I've described.
Okay, so I would tell everyone that there is. Can everyone see dark vision?
Yes, we all
Yep.
can.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. I would just, remembering past experiences, I would especially point to the rug and say, for now, let's just avoid. touching that or standing on that.
I remember that. That was fun.
And then, moving at a slow pace to make sure we're all together, I want to enter the room and approach the chest, avoiding the rope.
Should have got you to roll stealth before. You should roll stealth now. Was everybody being stealthy?
Yep.
Everybody roll stealth.
Oh, that should be. So yeah, mine's a 5 because I'm rolling at disadvantage.
Right. Okay. Well, you all feel like so. Move to where you're moving.
And we're not standing on the
All right, yeah.
carpet.
Very like trauma.
Where's Koo going? Okay, yeah. So behind that there's a curtain there with the squiggly line, and behind that curtain is a basin and a bucket.
Which serves the ablution facilities for the entire complex.
Yeah. But getting to where you are, you all are very well aware of Barak's presence. You feel like he has made his presence known coming into the room.
Can I examine that chest?
Yes.
See if it's trapped first, and then locked.
Okay. As far as you can tell, it's not trapped, but it is locked.
Okay. I would like to use my thieves' tools to unlock it.
Please roll for those thieves'
While
tools.
he's doing that, doing perception around the room.
Okay. This room is quite obviously, to you, you reckon this is Apok's bedroom.
Right.
I don't know if thieves' tools is a thing. Stretch roll 20, just add my bonus.
You should.
Roll my dex. I've got plus 13.
So it's plus 13 to thieves' tools.
I've got,
Expertise.
I've got expertise, and I have the gloves of
Thieving. Plus 13. Yes, roll d20 plus 13.
Natural 0 and you fail.
okay, 14 plus 30.
Yeah.
27. Yes, you hear a satisfying click as the lock opens.
Will examine. I would like to use my foot.
Okay. You see inside the chest many coins, gems, a scroll scrolled up, and something that looks to be a wand of some sort.
I'd like to just into my bag of holding.
Everything?
Yep.
Okay. So you put into the bag of holding 603 copper pieces, 2,071 silver pieces, 1,115 gold pieces, 122 platinum pieces, 12 gems, roughly suppose would be worth 50 gold pieces each. Spell scroll of Lesser restoration. And as I say, a wand of unknown property.
I'll mention the scroll and the wand. And just say, and some cash monies, yo. And then just drop it all in my bag. Unless someone stops me with the wand and scroll. That's a restoration and unknown wand.
Lesser restoration. That's quite good. I can use that, I think.
I'll give you the scroll. Okay. Alright, so you got the scroll of restoration. Scroll of
Rest of restoration.
this is the list if you want.
All right, what's next?
I'd suggest that maybe we peer under the rug. See if there's a trapdoor or something.
You and I are going to cross the room, across the bed, post ourselves to the other door.
Baron's gonna stay right where he is. Just kind of guarding this door, I guess.
Okay, I think Athok might be in the next room.
Go check next room, then you're locked the rug, maybe. Hearing Jimmy say that, I'm gonna also cross the bed.
Okay.
Okay, the way I think we should do this is that the barbarian should go in through that door, followed by Narcissus, and then once the fight starts, we come in through the other door, and shenanigans begin.
You guys good with that?
Sounds good to me.
Yep.
Right.
Have you got enough hit points to survive 10 seconds in combat?
Always.
I got some inspirations up my sleeve.
All right. Who's opening the door? Who's opening which door?
Barrett?
Alright, I guess I'll kick in the door.
You kick in the door.
I kick in the door.
He kicks in the door.
That's such a barbarian move.
Yells deathly.
This room is another very well appointed room. There are standing candelabras in this room. There are candles in them. Some of them are lit. It has the appearance of being another quite well appointed bedroom. It is somewhat cleaner than the room that you've been in. Again, it has its own basin and ablution facilities. It has a fireplace. The fireplace has a low fire burning in it. There is a chest next to the bed.
File into the room. I think there's no hobgoblin or, other man-called creature in here ready to kill us.
There's nothing in there apart from what I have described. If there were, I would have described it.
Well, I'm not going to repeat similar mistakes and move into the room with everyone out.
Yep, stay where he is.
Okay, chest.
Yep. I will avoid the rug and make way to the chest. Is this the chest over here?
It is.
I will do a perception check in the room.
You don't see anything of particular note in the room, other than to say that it has a vaguely feminine quality to it. David, so far as you can tell, the chest is not trapped, but it is locked. You open it with ease. Inside, you find coins, gems, etc. 2,737 copper pieces, 1,024 silver pieces, 81 gold pieces. Found 11 gems, again, that you assess as being roughly worth 50 gold pieces each. There is a silk robe with gold thread. It doesn't feel magical. It's just a silk robe with gold thread. It looks quite expensive.
Pick up the room.
Nice looking robe.
There are 2 potions that, sniffing, you recognise to be potions of healing. There's a scroll of Spare the Dying. There's a scroll of Find Traps. There's a scroll of Magic Missile.
Okay, so magic find traps. What's the first one?
Spare the Dying.
Is that like a written as a title? I'd recognize that, but it's in the scroll.
I'm telling you, for the sake of ease, Jimmy would recognise it.
Okay, yeah, as soon as I see scrolls, I'm like, Jimmy, this looks like your thing. And I pass the scrolls to him. And I'd mention I've got found 2 potions of healing. I'll pocket them.
Well, I think I would like to have a potion of healing.
To cough or to I pass it
right now.
Okay, you take one. Is it a standard?
Yes.
I have 1 potion of healing.
Yep, 6 plus 2.
Does anyone need a potion right now, or would you prefer if I hold on to it till you go down? If you go down.
Anyway, if we're going down at a rapid rate around here,
I'm trying to be optimistic.
Yeah, keep it in case we go down.
Alright. I pocket 1.
there was Magic Missile Scroll. Oh, yeah, Spare the Dying.
And find traps. Okay.
What's next?
Right.
I'm gonna look under the rug.
You look under the rug. You discover under the rug stone floor.
Stone floor plus 1.
Okay, cool.
Right.
All right.
Are there any other objects in this room that might be of interest to us?
No, you've searched the room.
Good.
You've
Okay.
done everything that you can do to assess.
Let's go back out through the dining room, through the cook's room, through that door, and what I imagine is a corridor heading north, maybe? But lucky.
Let's take the top of the map as being north shore.
Back the way we came to the staircase.
Yeah, okay. And then the door at the very end, maybe? Of the corridor?
So effectively, we
Move Jimmy to where you want. You think, or Ping to where you want to go.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey.
There you go.
Two great minds leading us in the wrong direction.
All right. Are you opening the door?
The northmost door, yep. Sticking my crossbow in first.
Okay.
And there was a hobgoblin we walked past on the way through, wasn't there?
Yeah, there was a bod daddy on the ground, yeah. 2 bod daddies.
Can I
Loot them?
loot them?
Yeah, they've got some darts.
Really good.
Fuck those darts.
That's the size of swords.
So anyway, that's what you see. It is a large throne room. It is just a stone floor. There is a stone throne in it. A couple of braziers sit either side, both empty. A sconce or more. There's more than one sconce in the room, but they are all out. It is a darkened, cold throne room. It looks like it hasn't been used in a long time.
So where is everyone? Double doors there? We have a quick look
Yes,
around.
there's double doors.
We have a quick look around that room.
How quick?
Perception check.
All right. Yes. Your perception check just reveals that this was clearly there was once a very significant battle in this room. There are signs of chips being taken out of both the walls and floors. It's
Bullet holes, that kind of stuff. Darts in the wall.
yeah, that kind of thing. That's right.
Can I hear anything on the other side of the double doors?
No, you cannot.
Do they appear locked?
They are not locked.
Yep, I'm with you. Looking through.
Yep. Same thing. Just my head, just my crossbow.
Oh, no. There is no way. Here we go. This room gives the appearance of as being a kind of waiting room, a foyer into the throne room. Again, it's quite dusty, and there are stone benches along the walls, and there are bas relief sculptures in the walls that don't have doors in them, and those sculptures look to be of dwarves.
I'll relay that to everyone and then
All right.
Okay. Perception checks on this room.
Sure. Yes. It doesn't reveal much to you other than as I've already described.
Can we come in the back door or something?
Same thing. Check these doors and then quietly open.
You don't hear anything from behind the doors. This corridor is dark, notwithstanding that there are torch sconces in it with torches in them. And it is nonetheless dark.
I reckon you stealth and go ahead. Yeah.
I'd like to stealth to...
Roll stealth. Okay. Yes, you get to there. And there is a door at the end of the corridor. It's closed. This corridor as well has bas-relief sculptures along the walls, again of dwarves doing dwarven things. Some of them are mining stuff, others are drinking beer. Still others are engaged in battles against various foes, including what appear to be creatures with dog-like heads in one instance. Others are tiny little sort of lizard, dragony looking creatures. You know, it looks like they are sculptures that tell tales of daring do.
Creeping along this wall, I'll stop if the wall breaks away to another corridor.
Yes, well,
And I'll peer around corners if there are.
there is a corner there. There's some double doors around that corner, and you feel a coldish breeze, a very light breeze, coming through those doors. And you can see sort of brighter light coming through the gap at the bottom of the doors. You suspect that they might lead to the outside world.
I'll mention that I think I found the front door, and then I'll pass by it and listen on this.
Okay. All right. You don't hear anything behind that door.
Check on back.
I'll open the door quietly.
So everybody's where they are as Zane opens the door. Way out in head of everybody. Not that it doesn't mean anything when I say that.
Sure it doesn't.
Just so this room looks like it's been used again within days. There are cards on the table and goblets, and there's even what looks to be an old bone of meat that looks like it's been carved, but the room smells like that meat probably shouldn't have just been left on the table, and perhaps the housekeeping services are not up to scratch, but it is an empty room. As I say, apart from the table and chairs and various detritus or detritus, however you prefer to say.
Devoid of life.
It is, as you say, devoid of life.
I go in there and I do a perception check.
Yes. Yes.
I'm going to walk past the
You
door.
see, you notice the hint of torchlight from under the door to the south. It looks like the room to this, as I say, you see light from behind that door.
Sorry about that.
I'll attempt to quietly open the door. If I can, I'd like to door it as like a half cover.
Roll stealth.
13.
All right. You open the door. There is a hobgoblin figure with its back to you, and it is standing sort of leaning on a table, and on the table you can see what appears to be a large diorama of some sort, and you can see that it's got lots of figures and so forth on the table.
I don't yell, of course.
And as you open the door, yep, that's what you see.
Yeah. So my crossbow already raised.
Yeah.
I'd like to sneak attack, shoot.
Everybody roll initiative.
6.
Have I cleared it from last time? No.
I forgot to click on my token for mine.
That's all right. I'll adjust it. What was yours?
3.
Neresis, what's yours?
20.
20's right. And Zane was 16.
I think so, yeah.
Okay. All right. Neresis, so are we taking it that Zane effectively starts? No. Neresis, what are you going to do?
I'm going to move here and use Mantle of Inspiration on everyone.
Okay, and what's the effect of that?
That's the
Everyone gets 5 hit
plus
points.
5 and hit points, and then can move up to their speed.
Can use that reaction, I think, to move up to their speed.
Yeah.
We get the 5 hit points again.
Yep.
All right.
That puts me. I'm going to move up to my speed.
What's
to
Koo going to do then?
That'll end my turn.
Koo waits.
Who will wait until has Koo got a
Short bow? Ranged weapon, is that what you were asking?
yeah.
Yeah, Koo's got a short bow.
Okay, Koo will move there. Get ready to fire at the guy through the door.
Okay.
Holding an action.
Is he taking a ready action?
Taking a ready action.
And so the ready
Fire after him.
Okay. All right. Jimmy?
Jimmy is going to move in line, and after he takes an action, Jimmy will cast a hold person spell.
Okay. Zane?
I will elbow the door wide open
Yeah.
and shoot.
Roll to hit.
Bonus action hide if I need it. 24.
That's a hit. Do damage.
6 plus total 14.
14 points of damage. All right. Ku hits for 7 points of damage. Jimmy was Jimmy holding an action? Cast hold person.
Yeah.
Which is a save of.
Old person has. What is it? Old person's wisdom save of 15.
Okay. And then it is the hobgoblin's turn, but the hobgoblin is totally surprised. Barak, what are you going to do?
Barak will move up and go into a frenzied rage, and he will also recklessly attack to give himself advantage, but it means anyone attacking him has advantage on him. And he will attack for a 21 to hit. And he'll follow up with a bonus action attack with a 21. So 20 damage all up.
Neresis?
I'll move to here. I suppose I can still see him.
Yes.
And then her. I will throw my dagger.
Hits.
Seven.
Nice throw.
And end my turn.
She dies.
Yes!
Oh, yes.
I'd like to inspect the body.
Inspect the body. So you look at her, and you can tell that she's wearing leather armor. She has the look of somebody who is in a leadership position.
So this is the person in the other room, right? Okay, keep going.
On the table, you see what you recognise to be a map of the plateau and the areas around Castle Harm and Garrick's Ford, and you see figures denoting what you realise is the bulk of Apok's army, and it's in a place that you are expecting it would be because you've seen them marching off. You know which direction they're heading, and you can see Apok's army heading off in one direction. You see one figure with a sort of what you see is a logo or a symbol, which is a symbol you can see on the hobgoblin you've just killed, and you see that symbol at Ji Young with boats leading, and you.
Is that the same symbol we picked off the uniform of someone in Ji?
No, it's not. It's a different symbol. But you see that symbol in the area of Ji Young as well. So you see more than one symbol, but the symbol that is on this hobgoblin has prominence above these other symbols. And then you finally see the last symbol on the back of a figure that you see is a flying creature coming over the top of the plateau that you have come under in order to get to this fortress.
I get out
and you also see on the plateau which has the fortress on it now. You see a solitary mountain in the middle of the plateau, and a flying symbol at that mountain.
I get out a piece of paper
Yep.
and a pen, and I sketch.
Does anybody have the soldier background?
No.
No.
Okay.
Garion did. Oh, he had a mercenary
Yes,
background.
Flying infantry.
Okay, so you figure that as opposed to a simple pincer movement between an army and boats coming to Garrick's Ford, that indeed there is a third aspect, which is, it would appear, Apok riding a dragon.
Or flying monkeys.
No.
After you do your sketch, can I pick up the figurine?
You're pretty confident that the dragon comes from the mountain.
I want to pick up the flying figurine.
Yeah. Okay.
Stick here on it.
Yep.
Yeah. After you've done the drawings. Nice. I'll pocket that. I'm going to call it flying infantry because I don't know what it is. But that's just my nickname for it. It's a dragon with paper on it. I'll just call
Sure.
it that actually.
Right, I'm going to freshen up my tea while you all figure out what's next.
It's me, Apok's not at the dungeon.
We need a full ass back. Everyone.
I think that may be the way to go.
Ku looks at it all and says, Zufuya.
What do you mean by that, Ku? Is that maybe the dragon's name?
It's the dragon, Zufuya.
Ah, the dragon is name.
Did you guys hear? Rewi said that Ku recognized the dragon mini as Zufu Young.
Okay.
So it's a known dragon or something.
Okay.
Is the dragon known to attack around these parts, Ku?
What'd you say? Sorry.
Is the dragon known to attack people or travelers or anything around these parts, or does it keep to itself?
What does Ku dragons? It's an excellent question. I'll just finish this and then get over there. So Ku says, Zufu Young's lair is about a day and a half away from here. It's the other side of my home, my clan's home, our town, and yes, Zufu Young has been in the area, not for a really long time. Zufu Young's not very old, but has been making trouble for probably the last 20 or 30 years, and the Thank you. But, you know, apart from Zufu Young's disciples, there's never been any relationship between Zufu Young and Apok before. If Apok's left to get, if there's an alliance and Apok's left to go and get him, go and meet Zufu Young, he can't be far ahead of us.
Should we catch up to him? How far did you say it was? Day and a half away?
Day and a half away?
Drew, what do you know about hobgoblins? Do you know how their tactics, how they travel? Do they sleep at night? They camp?
They're just like any other humanoids, I guess.
Presumably it's faster for a small group than it would be for a squadron or an army to go. I'm assuming that Apok's not going by himself. So we could catch up to him and probably still rest if we were not worried about noise. Arguably.
Yeah, I think if we catch up to him unrested, then he's just going to wipe the floor with us at this point. I think we're all a bit exhausted. So I think rest is necessary.
If we got to rest
here. Maybe.
Well, how long till the crew of goblins and burrs that we sent out turn tail and come back on us?
Oh, you're right. Alright, maybe we get out of here and we rest, and then chase down.
So we get out of here, pursue the hobgoblin, make sure we get a rest on the way.
Yes.
Try and catch him before he reaches the dragon.
Ideally, we rest. We rest now somewhere, so we leave, find a place during the day to rest. So at night we can sneak up on them while they're camping.
Hopefully, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. We need to rest if we're going to tackle anyone, so yeah. And then we're going to do it. Yeah, okay, let's go with that.
So from what you know of travelling times and what is involved here, you realise that the embarkation of the forces of Apok's forces would have to occur pretty much in 3 stages, because it appears from this that the point at which they all join is at Garrick's Ford. You know that the army is going to face some resistance at Harmisburg. So it will take some time, it'll take a while for the army to get to Garrick's Ford.
Yeah.
You know how quickly the river, right? But it probably takes less time for the dragon to fly as the crow flies, or in this case, as the dragon flies, a straight line from the mountain to Garrick's Ford.
Okay, so where we think the orc army is, the hobgoblin army is, how long do we think it will take for them to walk to...
You imagine that you've got probably 3 or 4 days before everyone is expected to converge at Garrick's Ford. It's only taking you to get from...
Garrick's Ford.
Yeah, so I'm meaning from now.
Yes.
So you reckon if there's going to be a battle at Garrick's Ford, that battle is going to occur in 3 or 4 days' time.
And how long will it take us to get to Garrick's?
Yeah.
It'll take you 2 or 3 days to get to Garrick's Ford.
You take out the longer.
Okay, so we need all our hit points and spells back.
Yep. We have 3 days to do it because you won't leave 3 days. So like 2 weeks we don't join this So yeah, we're gonna leave. And we're gonna find somewhere safe to camp and rest right now.
Right.
And then continue going into, like, start traveling again towards where Acock is going.
Yeah.
In like the early evening or whenever our long rest would end.
So Koo says, if you want, we could travel to my hometown, which is on the way, and it's about half a day away.
I'm down for that.
Yep, that sounds great.
Yep.
It's a town, it's not a camp.
It's a town,
Great.
she says.
Great. Let's go.
Or he says. He says. Yeah.
I thought it was a she.
Was it a she or a he?
I thought,
They say. You open the doors out onto the plateau, and you're immediately hit in the face with a blast of cold wind, and you can see that the whole of the plateau is a snowfield, and there is quite a wind blowing. It's not snowing at the moment, but it is very overcast. It is morning time, sort of mid-morning, as you head out, and so you're trudging through the snow.
Yeah, got warm here.
Yeah. Okay. And
I'll let you know as well, Rui. I gained a 2nd point of exhaustion, so my movement speed is halved.
movement speed is halved.
Mm-hmm.
Can I?
No, not really. So it takes you a good while longer than half a day to get there. It takes you the better part of a day to get there. And when I say get there, you arrive and sort of, whilst it's the top of the plateau, it's quite flat, but there's some mild undulations as you go through. And as you're coming along, you see what appears to be outcrops of large rocks, like lots of large rocks covering quite an area sticking out of the snow. And when Koo sees that on the horizon, says, "Yep, not far now." And then, but before you reach that sort of rock field, you come across the scene of what has been quite a recent battle, and you see the bodies of several wargs lying dead on the ground, as well as several hobgoblins. You also see the bodies of many gnomes dead, and Koo looks quite worried and immediately rushes over to the gnome bodies to see what's going on.
Yep. Okay.
So that's what you see.
Is there two groups? Me and Neresis, I'm going to talk to you for a second, Neresis. We will administer first aid as we can.
Okay.
While the other two stand on guard and look out for anything that's
all right.
in place.
You do that. Whilst you're doing that, Koo scouts around the area. Everything is dead. Everything here is dead. But Koo notices two sets of tracks, not individuals, but in going in different directions, and says, points out the tracks of a warg riding off at speed towards the mountain.